Hey guys, Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. So today we have Paris, which is a little mushroom Pokemon. It looks like a little, I guess, lobster with two little mushrooms on its back, although from the angle of the particular picture I'm looking at, it kind of looks like pigtails. But it's on it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 segments on it. Like its head segment and then 3 body segments, and it's on the middle body segment. Those the 2 mushrooms are. And it is a bug grass type. So yeah, I don't know, when I saw this, apparently when I first put this list together, I thought of a sleep doctor for some reason. And then when I started building it, kind of turned into this. So this is a still a sleep study place. It's just I'm trying to think of the word. It's not individual. What's the word for studies that are done? Private study. It's a private study. So just this one doctor running this one study, and he's got some groundbreaking things. He's very unique and individual in what he does. Just don't question anything you see here, or you might become the next sleep study patient. Let's just put it that way. I feel like half my build, not half, maybe like a quarter of my builds are like that. They're like, oh, yeah, don't question it. Don't question the weird cages with the people in them. Don't question the weird rooms underground with the people in them. Apparently, a lot of the builds that I have are just people in captivity, which is, interesting. But yeah, long story short, this is a sleep study facility where groundbreaking groundbreaking techniques are being used to understand why we need sleep and the benefits of it and how to improve it. Which is actually something like there's a guy who was studying sleep for like 50 years, and he said after all of that study, the one thing I can safely tell you is that the reason why we need sleep is because we get tired. It's like, you spent how long studying sleep and that's all we can find out? Like, the human body is so interesting. I've never done a sleep study before. I've never done I've never really done any like proper in-depth studies like that on myself. Although I do think it would be interesting to have a sleep study done on myself, just because, I don't know, I like to learn more about myself. It's also good to know like things like, if you were to have a sleep study for a week, would they be like, would you be able to know like are your cycles consistent? If they are, then you could probably figure out like, okay, during these times, like, let's say you're somebody who has really, really, really light sleep at 2 a.m. Then if you have people you live with, you can be like, hey, at 2 a.m. can you just not be loud, please? Because that's the one time you will wake me up. The rest of the night, it's fine. I don't care. But 2 a.m. I mean, I live with multiple other people, 7 other people, and we all exist at different time zones, in different time periods. We have night owls, morning people, we have all sorts. So yeah, I think it'd be like, in that sort of circumstance, it'd be good to know, because I could say to them like, hey, to those of you who are going to be up and noisy during these hours, could you not be noisy during those hours? Because I am awake, like, that's when my really light sleep's happening. I mean, I do have a watch that does keep track of my sleep, but I don't pay attention to it, because I've found that when I do start my day by looking at it and seeing how well or how badly I slept, that it will affect my day much more than it should. So yeah, I just decided to, like, I'll check it after I have established how I feel. So once I go, okay, no, I feel really tired today, I feel really gross, I'll look at it and be like, oh, but I got like 8 hours sleep. Huh, that's okay, maybe it's just really poor quality sleep. Or like, I feel really good today, and then I'll check it and be like, oh, you got 6 hours sleep. And I was like, oh, okay. But not normally when I feel bad, it's because I've gotten less sleep than I need, and when I feel good, it's because I've gotten enough sleep. Not more than what I need, but enough. Although, I think it was at the start of this week or the end of last week, I got 11 hours sleep, and I woke up feeling fantastic. But to be fair, I did have 4 and 5 hours sleep the previous 2 nights, so, you know, it makes sense that I slept for a very long time and I felt really good. I slept from, I think it was 9 till 8:30, 9:30 to 8:30, something like that. I was like 11 and a half, so maybe it was, I don't know, it was, I went to bed earlier than usual and woke up later than usual, so yeah, I really needed that sleep. I feel like tomorrow or tonight I'm gonna do a similar sort of thing, because I've had like 6 and 7 hours sleep for the past week, and I don't do well on 6. 7 is tolerable if it's for one night, but 7 has been my best night so far this week. So yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna have an early night tonight, get into bed, snuggle down, sleep, and then hopefully I can get up in the morning and wake up and feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But yeah, today it just, well, to be fair to you guys, I am recording 2 videos on one day, so this is being recorded the same day as yesterday's video. So by the time this, actually by the time yesterday's, I'm so confused. By the time the last video, by the time this video comes out, sorry, because the video I just recorded is coming out the day I'm recording this, and this one, which I'm recording today, is coming out tomorrow. So by the time this one comes out, I will know whether or not I have slept well, but I won't know now because I'm not in the future. I am in the current. I'm in the now. But anyway, a little bit off topic there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this build is also not playable. And I do apologize to anyone who does want a build like this that is playable, but I sometimes do builds that are not. I do try and balance them with, you know, usable builds and non-usable builds, and this one is most definitely non-usable. Because the kitchen's not functional. The bathroom should be, like the bathroom up here, there's no shower up here, but there are showers downstairs. So if you can get downstairs and into those little rooms, then yeah, you'll be good. You can use the shower there. But there's no active kitchen. There's no working kitchen, and I don't think you can get into the bedroom up here. I think the bedside table is in the way. I haven't playtested it. I have no idea. I'm not one to playtest. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do not playtest, because if I'm gonna do a build that's like this, there's no point to it being playable. Like, realistically, no one's gonna, okay, I say no one, I think no one's gonna want to play with this. Maybe you do, and if you do, that's amazing. I can't believe you'd pick this build out of all of them. But yeah, I don't know, it's just something that's like, if it's not a build that I'm trying to build for other people, I'm definitely not gonna try to make it playable or playtest or anything like that. But yeah, this is, it's just a build for fun, and you know, I wanna make it a bit grungy and gross and weird, and I don't know, I sometimes, like, I just did a pretty build, and I was saying in that build, like, yeah, the next one's ugly, and I love that. I love that I can go back and forward between, like, here's a build that's really nice and really pretty, to here's a build that looks like it was, I don't know, it just looks terrible. It looks so bad, and that's a good, like, it's supposed to look bad. But even the landscaping, like, it looks so overgrown and messy, and I do mess it up a lot more, but it's something that, like, I'm actually proud of how this landscaping turned out. Even though it looks terrible and it looks messy, that's the goal. I wanted it to feel that way, and it does, and I love that. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below, do you guys prefer, if you're a builder, to build pretty builds, or do you prefer to do ugly builds like this? To do very overwhelmingly underwhelming builds that look like trash. I should have put trash in build. That would have made so much more sense to put, like, you know, broken appliances and stuff outside. I didn't think about that. You know what? No, the doctor who lives here keeps it tidy. Maybe he doesn't garden. Maybe he likes the bugs and critters that exist in the garden, and maybe he's very much into a natural looking garden. But the rubbish, no, he'll clean up after himself. Even though there's no bin on this lot, he takes it with him. You know what? The doctor probably doesn't live here. He probably had some big, like, he was some big doctor and then kind of went off the rails, but he still has enough money that it doesn't really matter. You know, he's got his own place where he lives that isn't here, but he does have this little abandoned shack that this is where he does his tests. I don't know, I like it. I think I want to do more builds like this. I feel like I'm not very confident with the pretty versions of these builds, so I definitely like to lean into the uglier versions. But let me know down below your thoughts on this build. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think I hit the nail on the head, or do you think I should not do ugly builds? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, even if you say not to do ugly builds, I love them so much, I'm still gonna do them from time to time. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on this build down below. And if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe, because I do come out with a new video every single day, except for the last 2 to 3 days of February, depending on if it's a leap year or not. But I don't think we really have to worry about that at the moment, because we're in March, so we have another 11-ish months to 10 to 11 months to deal with that, like, before we have to deal with that again. So yeah, but anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.